So what about this guy right here?
This car, we are waiting on the wheel setup that he wants. The car will not be debuted yet due to the wheels. The wheels is anywhere from 3 to 4 months wait time.
From which wheels?
Is
or is it a secret?
No, it's the Volks C9, something like that. I don't know the exact name.
But that's just the wait for them.
It's 2 to 3 months minimum wait time on them. They're special order. They just came out supposedly and it's a special order on the wheels.
I see. So I can see, you know, the fresh undercoating, the red paint. I mean, you know, red is very beautiful when it's done cleanly.
Yep.
So I look forward to seeing this one too. So here's another question, right? There's other dudes who they could go to do a full build, right? Why do you think that you have gotten to this point now where somebody is willing to entrust their entire, and I mean fuck, right? Everything, not just the swap, not just the maintenance, not just the brakes, but like everything.
So
why do they come to Xul?
So for example, these 2 specific cars, he is from North Carolina.
Yeah.
This is the second car I've done for him.
Yes.
And I've done a 3rd car for his brother.
Okay.
So it's not like just like a one-time thing or they just met me at a random. The first time they met me pretty much was they had a car built somewhere else.
And there were some issues.
No.
Okay.
That person sent me the car to build it.
Because they couldn't do it, didn't want to do it, didn't know how to do it?
They did some of the stuff, not everything. So
did you have to repair? Was it a repair? Like, I messed this up,
no, they just want me to finish some of the stuff that they couldn't do.
I see.
So I did some of the work and came to find out, he found out that I was the one that built it. So he's like, you know what, my next project.
Oh, let me just go straight to you.
Correct.
Understood.
That's how that's happened. This was also his 2nd car he's done with me.
Yeah.
The first car was just like a motor setup, just a simple setup, booster setup that he wanted me to do. Engine bay work, brake lines that we did on it, and that was it, nothing else. And he had that one for a little bit, and he decided to go bigger and better. He had that for about 3-4 years ago. He's been on the low for a little bit, taking care of some personal stuff. Okay. And then he said, so I'm ready to build something bigger and better.
Okay,
and
now,
that's what happened with this.
You have, you know, an RSX, you have a DC, you have out in the front EGs, EFs, EKs, right? What, you know, there's an Evo in there. There's a variety of things, right? So my question for you is, why, out of any other place, why do you believe that these clients, in this particular case, someone from many states away, right? Why do you think they come to you?
I try to do my best on communication, meaning when I'm one-on-one with the customer, I try speaking as much as I can or try to let them know exactly what to expect.
Yes.
No, I'm not perfect, and I know if I get a phone call, I'm a little bit sometimes hard to get a hold of, to reach, but when I try to tackle the project, I try to do it as much as I can, specific like if it was for me. So for example, you might tell me, hey Xul, I want the car to be pink and yellow. I ask you why. Not just because you want a pink and yellow, we're gonna go pink and yellow. If you tell me pink and yellow because of this reason, I'm gonna be like, okay, but instead of doing pink and yellow, can we do pink and white? Like, it's just something that I wanna put, the way I see it from the beginning is I wanna put your creation, the way you think about it, in my hands, and I wanna build it my way. So it's something that half of the people, they don't have the ability to do it themselves, so they'll give it to me. So it's like, how can I explain to you? I try to put your dream in reality, pretty much is what at the end of the day what I would try to do.
Yeah.
I know
if a man wants a pink and yellow car, Xul, who are you to tell him that he shouldn't have a fucking pink and yellow car? I try to do my best. The main thing about it all, I like to travel a little bit. That's what I've been doing the past couple of years. Yeah. Because everybody knows who I am in Florida. No, I'm not the best, and no, I'm not the only shop out here that does this. Yes. But I want to be known, at least the whole East Coast for now, and I think I have managed that to an extent. I would like to try to travel somewhere towards the West Coast. No, I don't mean I need to have everybody's business, but I would like to be known as somebody that builds some of the nicest cars. Not the best cars, but some of the nicest cars, some nice cars out there. I like for my cars to be known.
No, not because of who the owners are or anything, but because of the quality of the cars that I'm putting out.
Okay, so right now, one of the aspirations for your business is to make your name known all the way to the West Coast.
Correct, worldwide.
And if you, okay, so not even in the country, but worldwide.
Worldwide.
So if you had to answer the why, why do you want your cars to be known all the way across, not just our country, but the oceans? What is the why?
I feel like it's mainly because not just in the, I feel like it's mainly because Florida, they're known for having nice cars. But honestly, if you go to the East Coast, like on New York, New Jersey, they got some beautiful cars out there.
Yeah.
I have seen it through the whole. But when you talk about Florida, there is nice cars, but everybody be like, okay, yeah, there's cars. But tell me who has sit here and actually travel, who has shown the cars that we have here? Nobody is really, I want to say, scared or maybe financially wise, not able to do it.
Sure.
So I be trying to, not just to build them, but I'm also trying to figure a way how to help them get elsewhere. I feel like I have reached that, not everybody, but I reached most of everybody on the East Coast. I have shown, I've gone
yeah, look, I've seen, we've kicked it at all the tuner revolutions, Philly,
Chicago,
Chicago.
So I want to try to move towards the West. I'm not saying I might not make it all the way to the West this year.
Sure.
But I would like to do Texas and keep working my way out.
Yeah.
I would like to do Texas and at least Cali coming soon. That's pretty
much that would be dope, man. I mean, look, we kicked it all the way out on the islands, Puerto Rico.
Yep.
Right, TE. Yep. And yo, big dude. A lot of people don't know how fire their quality is over there.
No,
they build fire.
There's beautiful cars all over the place.
Yes.
I just feel like there's a lot of people that are not willing to bring it out and show it off. I don't know if it's because they're scared or what the case may be. But Puerto Rico got some beautiful cars.
Oh yeah.
Even here in Florida, I'm from here and I've been here.
And there's some dudes who are mad low key.
Yeah, I have my shop for 9 years now almost. And there's cars that I've never seen before. When I went to the Honda meet, there was cars that I'm like, this is from Florida?
You know, honestly, really, Xul, that's one of the things that I found as the most rewarding aspects of having developed, you know, who I am in the industry, to be able to host things like the Honda meet, to even have an opportunity to see these projects you have going on here and other ones and et cetera, and cars, people who bring out cars. Like, so the Honda meet has had that air about it for a long time. In California, there are people who will bring out a car to 1 or 2 events the whole year. And one of them is the Honda meet, and maybe it would be like Japanese classic car show. And that's it, and they put them away. So, like, I agree with you. It's very cool to see something that you're like, yo, I'm from here, and I like see everything on social media. I see a lot of people's cars, and I've never seen that one.
I don't do it because of the trophy. I don't care. That's not why I do it. I like that, for example, I did Week Fest. I did Week Fest and when it was called IBOC. The
IBOC Honda meet.
When it was called IBOC. I did it about 2 years ago. And I didn't win anything, but it wasn't about the trophy. It to me was, when I pulled up, people were like, I was dying to see this car in person. I've never seen it. I've always followed you since you first started the build.
Okay.
To me, that's winning.
Yeah.
To me, that counts more than anything. That is what that keeps pushing me to do this. I get people that write me and I'm like, hey, how have you been able to do all this? How do you mind sending me a shirt? Do you mind? I'll buy a shirt from you. And it's like things like that. It's like, I don't want to sell you a shirt. Not obviously, of course, I have to try to figure a way out. But it's like, you supporting me, you showing me the love. I want to be able to give back some way, somehow.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? Here's where I have a question. There are a lot of people who can observe the same things that you just observed, but why do you feel that you have been able to actually do something with those observations? When you aspire, a lot of people have dreams. Why? Why have you been able to get to this point?
I'm a person that I like to push. No matter, I have fallen. When I say I have fallen, when I first started my first year in it, I hard-headed, put cameras, put alarms, put everything. I didn't do anything. I got in, they got broke into my shop and they got me real good one time at the beginning.
I see.
So, and at the end of the day, I say it had to be somebody close, somebody related to me or whatnot. But what am I supposed to do? I fell and I'm not gonna stay down. The way I see this, like, you just got slapped in the face by a friend of yours, and now they're laughing at you. What are you gonna do about it?
So that's your inspiration to keep pushing.
So to me, I want to keep pushing. I want to keep pushing. I want to do better. I want to do better. I don't want to give up. You get me? I have a lot of people that look up to me pretty much for some of this thing. So it's like, I go to shows, like I went to the Honda meet and they were asking me, where's your car? And I'm trying to do something better for me. I'm trying to move forward, not only personally, but with the business. I want to keep growing and growing as much as I can. It's not easy, but it's doable. It's possible. You just gotta always stay positive and never give up on something, man. It's not easy. My whole goal is I got good friends that support me and really are willing to help me.
Yeah.
Yes, there's been times that I wanted to give up. I'm not saying not when I first started, but even to these days, sometimes I wanna just give up on everything. And it's not because I can't do it. It's just stress. Everybody's stressing out here. You get me? It's not easy to deal with everything that you have to deal with. It's just me and one other guy that actually here full time.
Yes.
And so it's a full time. It's a show. It's a full show that I got to put down to everybody. It's just from answering phone, social media, customers walking in, cars that I have here dealing with the customers. A little bit of everything that I have to pretty much do. So some people will understand that. Some people won't understand that.
Right. So you know, I appreciate the honesty, right? Like we've talked a lot over the years as we've gotten to know each other, and I had never heard about that where you got hit by what you're saying is somebody you know, right? You got wiped out. I didn't know that one, and so I mean, unfortunately, that happens to a lot of people, but nonetheless, I didn't know about this particular time, and I'm sorry to hear that, especially when you're saying that you believe it's someone that could even have been related to you.
Friend-wise, not family-wise,
okay.
Friend-wise.
But yeah, nonetheless, that hurts the same.
Yep.
And you decided to push yourself and come back.
I was out for probably like a month or two. I decided to quit, give it quits on everything.
Yeah.
And my wife kept pushing me, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. And to this day, look where I'm at now, 8 years later, pretty much. I'm happy, I'm comfortable, but doesn't mean I'm gonna stop where I'm at. I wanna keep pushing, and I want bigger, and I want better.
Okay, my friend. You know, we took the time to stop, eat, you know, have fun, talk to the homies. Some of that shit should have been on camera. But, okay, so, you know, here we are, we're on the other side, you know, one of the homies slash customers' cars. This is that Mitsubishi Evo we were talking about. Obviously, this is, you know, full color change and, you know, you're doing the whole bay and everything. So, you know, on this note, how did you end up finding an Evo, or did they find you, and how did that happen?
So this was a referral. I helped build an all-motor car for a track car.
Yeah.
It was a really good friend of my customer. He still is, and he has friends pretty much from all over because of that build that he did. And this car is from Georgia, I believe it is.
Okay.
And it came down here to get it painted.
Yes.
Funny thing is, who painted this car recently is the same guy that painted this car.
Okay.
5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Same guy, just different time, obviously. But so it came in for me to just do all the brake lines. It was ABS removal, and he wanted me pretty much just to redo all the brake lines on the car.
And that was what it first started as.
No, the car was painted. The car came in last week for me just to do brake lines.
Yes.
But I am done with the car.
Okay.
At least my part.
Okay.
On this side of the shop, pretty much what I do is mainly like simple stuff. I go more into tune-ups. I do more brakes. All the right-hand drive stuff, I do more on this side. When I say more into details, I go over there, which is the basic, the wiring. If I gotta do any fabrication or whatnot, I do it over there. But like actually, when I tore them down apart and everything, I do everything in this side.
I see.
So I kind of like a two-stage different kind of place,
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, so this is like the dirty side, I want to call it, compared to that side.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that side was nice and clean. So this one, it's the same guy who painted this one.
Correct.
So you guys, what were you guys changing on here, right? Because it used to be ITB.
Yes, it was ITBs. Now he put the whole intake back on. We have some surprises coming for this. Some changes coming up in the next couple months.
Okay.
But for now, it's an original motor to the car. It's an original GSR shell and original motor matching vents to the car. We did everything from downstar to right wire harness and my own custom brake lines on it. And I have helped him build the car from the ground up, pretty much. He has owned the car for, I think he's the second owner on the car.
Yeah.
And I have literally helped him from scratch to now.
Yes.
He has had the car for a couple of years. And I've always helped him do everything, literally everything we've been done for us in-house. If we haven't done it, we pretty much we'll do a referral for him.
So this is just another example of like OE clean style, right? This is just simple brakes, but then all the way to the other side with full-blown everything, right?
Yep.
So we saw the red RSX, ground up, every single thing possible. And then the right hand, full color change. You did the front end conversion, firewall conversion. You did all these things, etc., etc. So those are everything from just brakes, at some point in time everything, but right now just the intake side.
Yep.
And then everything from the ground up. So those are all customers' cars of various types, various levels. What about you? Do you have anything personal that you are building or want to build?
Well, a lot of people know what I own is a 4-door EK.
Yeah.
Right-hand drive, Dumani front end, Dumani rear. It's all converted. I've owned it for about 8-9 years now.
Yeah.
A couple months ago, I decided to start all over again.
Yeah.
Why? I built the car with one of my first cars I've ever built, and I feel like there's a lot of things in there that I cut corners on.
Okay.
So I decided to start all over again. Why? I don't know. It was just something that, let's just do it.
Sure.
So I am doing it literally from ground up. I got the whole car sandblasted. Orlando City Auto Body is the one pretty much taking care of all my car now. All my paint, all my work is gonna be done by them.
Okay.
I am doing K-Series all-wheel drive boosted is what I'm doing now.
Okay.
I wanted to do a color change, but it's still in the air.
I mean, the blue is nice.
My problem is I have blue interior with blue spoon calipers.
And you don't want to really change that?
If I change that, I mean, I don't want to change the interior. So if whatever color I choose, it has to make sure it matches with the interior and my calipers. Unless I decide to really go all out and change that. So it's still in the air on the color wise. Hopefully by next month I'll have it painted. We'll see how that goes. I'm also, when that one's pretty much either done or halfway through the build, I have something that I have put away for about 3-4 years. I own a 93 EGSI Captiva Blue Hatch. I started taking that one apart, and I am doing circuit with that one.
Okay.
It's not going to be a full-blown like the 4-door, but it'll be more something basic, something simple, just so I could at least do either autocross, circuit, go on that route. But I guess it's more for the business than personal use.
Okay.
I got a lot of things going on with the business.
Yes.
So those two projects, my 2 cars are going to be in my spare time, or as I get a chance to work on it pretty much.
All right, so how do you manage that? Right, family, business, and then building these 2 cars, your personal ones.
I try to do my business 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. I just had it after 4 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock pushing. If I have to, I will. If not, it's dead. I'm done with that. I clocked out. And if depending how I feel, we'll start working on my personal
stuff. Yeah.
If I feel like I can't do it, I usually do Saturdays, and I do Saturdays be like probably 8 to 12 on my personal stuff. Yeah. If I have nothing, then I'll do some work on the cars I have here at the shop if I'm really busy. And it's either afternoons for the family, and Sunday I don't do anything else unless it's family related.
Just family. Okay, so customers, builds, personal builds, yep. Right? So the work, there's no shortage of work for you right now, right? You're good, so thank God for that.
I'm thankful for that.
Okay, so with that being said, where do you see your XMP business in, let's say, 5 years? Is it doing the same thing just to a higher level? Is it doing the same thing just more of? Or is there something bigger that you want to do?
I want a bigger location.
Okay.
Not because I want to still keep doing what I do. I want to minimize it to a minimum, in the sense of I don't want to just grab any type of work. I want a certain amount of work only, and certain cars, not everything.
Okay.
It's just I feel like we're moving forward, so I feel like I should move into the newer cars. And I want to open just aside mechanic-wise. Just want to have one section that's only mechanic, like tune-ups, motor changes,
I see.
Stuff like that, rebuild motors. And I want to have pretty much obviously still do what I do, but to a minimum.
Okay.
I feel like now in the market is more tune-ups, mechanics. Is pretty much general mechanic. So I could do pretty much any type of car, not just Hondas, which that's 90% of what I do. So I want to try to evolve in everything.
Sure.
I would like to try to get my hands on it, have like at least 1 or 2 more employees, but that's as I go. We'll figure that part out, and one day at a time. That's it.
Okay. All right. So, with that being said, you know, the Honda Meet is going to be out here as long as it's able to ever be. So I know that I'll be able to come and see this progress annually, minimum, right? And then, you know, TE now has an Orlando stop. And if that ends up being recurring, that is at a bare minimum is 2 times that I'll be able to come down here to Florida and be able to, you know, see and show the progress, you know. So for everyone watching, we have this opportunity to see the words that Xul has said and see him turn them into a reality. So now you're accountable. You're accountable to us, the people who subscribe, you know, to this channel, the people who are local, the people who are from all over. Now if they didn't already know, now they have a real feel for you as Xul, as the person who came into this, and the builds that you've done, the builds that you're doing, and the builds that you're gonna do, both customer-wise and personal. And so I feel very blessed and honored to be able to be in different parts of the country. There's a very big difference between going online and seeing what people do and seeing what people post, and then being able to go spend time with you guys all over, you know, from different sections, niches of the business and the industry. So, you know, I appreciate you having us here, and you know, kind of giving us this up close and personal, behind the scenes look at what's going on at XMP.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay, so last thing. I know that you weren't expecting this. This is one last important question.
Okay.
If you had one piece of advice to give any enthusiast, whether they're a young person trying to just get into it and start to modify a car, or a person who wants to make a shop and a name for themselves, right? Mm-hmm. What is the one thing that you would tell somebody who wants to get into this scene, this culture, this business?
Man, I say anybody could do it. It's just you gotta put your mind to it. Don't let no negativity from anybody stop you. It's something that as much as you think you have people that help you and support you, there's a lot of people that when you start doing something on your own, you're gonna see that they will actually fade away, in the sense that they're really not there for you. But remember that if you want something, it's either you or nobody. Nobody's gonna sit here and actually hand you, here, there you go. No, you have to pretty much sit here and actually bust your ass and pretty much do as much as you can and move forward with it. If you don't, literally, it's not gonna be sit on a platter and just hand it to you at all, not whatsoever. So just move forward. There's gonna be ups and downs. There's gonna be times that you're gonna want to just say, I'm done, I give up and everything. Don't. Those are times that those are the times that actually count. If you could get past some of those steps, you should be, anything is possible. Anything you could achieve almost anything you want. You just gotta pretty much put your mind to it and just keep moving forward.
There it is. Perfect, for just getting hit on the spot with that one. Honestly, bro, you did a really good job, because a lot of cats, they don't really know what to do especially when put on the spot. Mm-hmm. Knowing that we're coming here after hours to do this behind the scenes is one thing, but that was a very profound answer. So I hope that resonates with you guys. So Xul, thank you for having us, no problem, and thank you guys for watching another behind the scenes.